Well, howdy and welcome to another postcard from More Head with Larry Dixon. If you've seen that thumbnail, you know what we're doing today. We are testing the various ways to fry bologna to keep it from heaving up or swelling up in the middle, hooving up in the center. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing a test on bologna. So this bologna here was cut at a number 5. That's about as thick as I like my bologna. You can get it up to a ½ inch if you so like, but a number 5 at the deli, that's what I like. I've got my plate ready. I've got my cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, and the onion. I've never done it this way before for bologna. You know what I'm going to do? Throw it on the griddle and cook it up a little bit. So now that is what it looks like, getting ready for preparation. The griddle's warming up, and so the first thing I need to do is I'm going to move the onion to the side, and for bologna I'm going to put a little this Pam spray on there. I don't need to put olive oil or whatever on there. This is what I do today. The griddle continues to warm up. Got one slice of bologna here. That's probably it's an odd piece. The other slices of bologna I'm going to put this one on there. Well, I've seen a lot of videos, people doing different techniques to try to keep their bologna from hooving up in the center. One of those techniques I have seen, and I have used it, is to make a simple slice. 2. The other was to slice it 1, 2, 3. This one I've never had any success with. I am just going to cut a large X in the center, and we'll see how that works out. Well, that was a crappy job cutting that in 2. The other technique that I have found that really is a success for me, I want a nice brown crust on all of my bologna. Oh, listen to that sizzle. So while these are frying up, in a previous video, I tried to throw out a little bit of humor, and I said that sauté was a Scottish word that meant fried onions. And I got a lot of responses back telling me, oh, no, it's French. I guess that was a lame attempt at humor. However, I did get one reply back that I really enjoyed, and the subscriber said Chinese sauté is a word meaning fried bologna. I also got a lot of other comments how people do their fried bologna sandwich. Some put peanut butter on their fried bologna sandwich. Okay. Another was peanut butter and onion sandwich. Then they came up with the different names. As you can see, cutting an X in that it isn't real successful. The other two, not bad. A lot of names for fried bologna: Tennessee T-bone, hillbilly steak, a Mexican hat sandwich. I can see that. Right there's your Mexican hat sandwich. Coal miner steak, hobo steak. West Virginia, it's called ribeye. I did not realize I had as many subscribers as I do in Newfoundland, and they call them newfie steaks or newfie sunrise bologna. Now, the other debate that came up was mayonnaise versus Miracle Whip. So some people like Duke's, some like Miracle Whip, Hellman's, and then there was one that kind of came out of the blue, was Bama. Some people put ketchup on their fried bologna. I don't think so for me. Some call it rag bologna and sweet bologna. Let's check and see what we've got. Oh yeah, it's getting a nice crust on it. And you see it's curling up, but I'm getting a nice even crust on there. So let's check the Mexican hat. It needs to fry up a little bit longer. This one has got the 2 cuts. It's not there yet, and I'm assuming the same for this one with the 3. You can use just a white bread, or a lot of people call it light bread. Some people put it on a bagel or an English muffin. And I went, I could do that, either one, bagel or English muffin. The thing that sets my bologna sandwiches apart is potato chips. Those potato chips absolutely make a difference. Now, I got one reply from a viewer, and it looks like it's resistant, Geordie. Anyway, he's from the UK, and he said over there they use peak or peck chopped pork for their sandwiches. I looked it up, and what this meat is chunky pieces of cured chopped pork. Peak chopped pork, 90% prime pork, and it can be served hot or cold. I would definitely give that a try. Now, one of the things that I have really noticed in a lot of responses to my videos on food is how it triggers memories of their childhood, what they grew up eating. It just brings back so many memories. I think we need to check. No, that one's done. I'm going to put that one to the side. Now, that one was with the weight on it, and that's what I'm going to go with. The Mexican hat, cutting an X in the center, not so much. I would definitely like to hear from the viewers, how do you build yours? Do you put ketchup on it? I don't think I could do that. For many of you out there, I have Miracle Whip, and I've got Duke's Mayo. So today, I'm going to go with the Duke's Mayo. Let me know what your preference is in the comments below. And I'm going to put a gob on there, and in the UK they call it a knob. Put some on each slice, and I'm going to build my fried bologna sandwich. And this could have been a little bit thicker, I suppose, but that's what I went with today. Going to add some lettuce, tomato, there we go. There's my slice of cheese. I need to check these. Oh yeah, they're done. Look at that. Perfection, if I say so myself. The Mexican hat, not so much. Now, a lot of people like to put pickles. Turn these off. Put pickles on their fried bologna sandwich, or just a cold bologna sandwich. I'm going a little different today. I am going to put jalapeno on my fried bologna sandwich, my fried onion. So the ingredient that I need at this point is the absolute essential. It is potato chips. That is what's going to make this fried bologna sandwich special. I'm going to cut it in half so we can see what this sandwich is going to look like when it is complete. And like I say, I thoroughly enjoy all the comments and suggestions out there. But, so let's take a, oh, look at that. Look at that. That is an absolute meal in itself. Fried bologna sandwich. The chips and those jalapeno peppers, man, this makes an absolute, total, magnificent meal. I gotta have another bite. Well, now you've seen the results. Cutting the X in the bologna in the center. No, not so much. That's why they call it a Mexican hat. The other two, where it had 2 cuts or 3 cuts, those lay nice and flat. But if you want overall fried crust on your bologna, use the weight and you'll get perfect results. Well, I'm Larry Dixon, and this has been another postcard from Moorhead. Fried bologna today, check it out, and I will see you down the road soon in my next video. Keep those comments and suggestions coming. I absolutely love all of them. Catch you later.